Hey there, it's Srini, the host and co-founder of Blogcast FM. I hope you guys are having an awesome week. First off, I need to give a shout out to our sponsors, Livefyre. I finally found my Livefyre t-shirt, and you won't believe how comfortable this thing is. It's super soft. I'm finally glad I got it washed. Speaking of Livefyre, we're all going to be at South by Southwest with them. David and I will both be there, so if you're going to be at South by Southwest, come meet us. We'd love to chat with you in person. All right, now on to what's going on this week. As we mentioned last week, we're launching a magazine, and I think it's almost done. In fact, David has been working so hard that he stopped responding to my emails a few days ago. He is also working on rebranding and redesigning the Blogcast FM site. In a few days, you're going to see a completely overhauled blogcastfm.com, and I've seen the preliminary work on this stuff. It is awesome. I am super excited about how sweet the new site is going to look. All right. On that note, if you didn't get your submission in for the magazine on this issue, don't worry about it. Guess what? You can still submit it for the next issue. In fact, the sooner you submit it, the better. Makes everything easier for us. Also, we have now closed off our private community to beta members. For those of you who are beta members, we love you. You guys have been really, really awesome in helping us build this. It is going to open up as a paid offering. And you can ask any of the people who are beta members. This thing has been absolutely fantastic. There's an insane amount of value that's going to be packed into it. All right, on that note, a couple of questions that I need to answer from people in the forum. The very first question came from Simon Oliver about the email list. You've heard it on Blogcast FM 1,000 times. The money is in the list, the money is in the list, the money is in the list. That's what everybody says, and it is actually important. Simon's question was, well, I subscribe via RSS. Don't people get overloaded with emails? Now, the thing you have to realize is that you're kind of an outlier, believe it or not, because you're a blogger. And most of us like to read things via RSS, but believe it or not, there are email lists that even some of us subscribe to. The best example I can think of is David Risley. He has a fantastic email list, and you can learn a lot just by subscribing to his list. I subscribe to the list, and I'm a blogger. Now, the thing you have to realize is that not everybody is as tech savvy as we are, so people do still use email. And the other thing with email is it gives you a lot more control. You can send out offers. Obviously, you don't want to abuse that, but it gives you a lot more power. On that note, sign up for our email list where we're doing some specialized content. You can also get free chapters of the Relationship Marketing ebook. In addition, I want to just make a quick mention of an email list plugin called Opt-in Skin that was released by Glenn Alsop at ViperChill this week. I put it on the School of Life blog. It's fantastic. It's really easy to use, designed to help you increase email subscribers. I'll put a link below in the video. All right. Now, so definitely pay attention to the email list. It's really important. One other thing about the email list I should mention is that for some reason, people will tell you things via email that they'll never tell you in a public setting like the blog comments. I get one-page emails from the School of Life readers. I don't get that from people who comment. And I think it's just because it's a more private medium. People feel comfortable sharing more with you. And that's incredibly valuable in terms of your ability to build a relationship with your readers. All right. The next question came from Dan from BigDansRamblings.com. Dan is an awesome guy. You should definitely check out his blog. Super nice guy. Another fellow surfer and snowboarder. And he asked me about my writing process, which is really kind of funny because the whole thing is kind of a mess right now. But here's how I do it. First thing, I write every single day. And as I've mentioned before, 80% of everything I write is complete crap. The other 20% is what ends up on my blog. Now what's interesting is that 80% sometimes evolves into the 20%. So the key is really just getting in the habit of writing something. It doesn't matter what it is. It doesn't have to be good. Because the thing is, you have to remember, you don't have to publish everything you write. Now, the other thing I would say is get away from the computer. I always think that creativity isn't linear. My best ideas, everybody knows, comes from my time in the water. When you get away from your computer, that's one good thing. Now, you would ask this question, what if you don't have a lot of readers and you don't have reader feedback to come up with ideas? Well, you don't need reader feedback. The thing is that you're full of ideas all the time. The key is to tracking them. And the best way I found to track ideas, and I can't believe that it took me until now, is Evernote. Anytime you're out and about, if you have Evernote on your iPhone, you can just punch in your idea. You can keep a file where it's nothing but blog post ideas. You can put pictures into it. You can put audio into it. It is awesome. If you're going around the web and you're reading blogs, you're commenting, I'm sure you're having ideas all the time. All you have to do is track them in Evernote, and you will never run out of ideas. I'm telling you, it's freaking awesome. And I'm not sure why I didn't use it until now. And once you understand how to use it, you will be hooked. All right, a couple of other things. The book that I am writing, I've actually delayed the launch because we got into this huge debate about what the title of the book should be. And So we couldn't design a book cover, as crazy as that sounds. So it's going to be a few more weeks, but the book is almost done. We're actually sitting around trying to figure out the title. We might actually break it up into a few books because it's become so long. So some interesting developments there. I'll keep you posted on that. Now, I just want to give a shout out to those of you who left us iTunes reviews. Andy Fogarty, Carl from Party Biz Connect, and Jonathan Heston. Thank you guys so much for the iTunes reviews. Every review that you guys leave us helps us get that much closer to that goal of becoming a top 100 show on iTunes by the end of this year. So if you haven't left us a review, please go ahead and do it. I'm looking forward to a lot of the stuff that we have going on. Next week is going to be madness, I think, for the Blogcast FM empire. So stay tuned. And if you have any questions, feel free to email me at srini@blogcastfm.com. Look forward to hearing from you guys.